So now you want this opportunity to talk to Michelle and Tim and share what's been bothering you all this whole time and why the reason why
I feel the way that I feel.
and why you hated going to church.
There
Okay.
was a point that I hated it.
Yeah, I
And
remember.
I don't use that whole word hate.
And you remember telling me, being so angry at me because you told me you're forcing me to go. And I
I
told
felt
you,
forced. I
yeah.
felt
And I didn't want that for you, but
I felt
as a
yeah.
mom, I had to
But
lead.
it was hard too because like let's say I put something in front of you, right? Let's say this. Drink it. I don't wanna drink it. Drink it. I don't want to. I'm full. No, you have to drink it. So I'ma do this and I'll pour it down your throat because I said to. That's the way I felt about church.
I
And
get
I
it.
hated it. I was drowning because I was hurt. So now I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna share what I know, my wisdom. And this time I want
What you
someone to listen.
feel.
What I feel. I want someone to listen. I want to be listen. I'm tired of listening to people. They say people who talk the most don't like people who are quiet and listen are the people who get places in life. But I'm tired of listening. I want to be heard. I want to be listened to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I don't want to listen to other people. I'm saying that I think it's time for someone to actually listen to me for a change.
Now that Tim and Michelle are the leaders of our church, you want an opportunity for
I want
them.
the opportunity.
Okay.
There's so many teens that we have in that church who don't feel it.
Yeah.
They go.
Because they're also forced like you.
They go because their parents go.
Yeah.
Imagine going somewhere just because your parents go. It sucks. You don't love it. You go because they go.
Yeah. I remember you telling me that too when you said, I go there because,
You
make
make
me. And then you said that you hated that, but you were going to go because, you had to listen. But I saw, you saw how upset we all were because on Sunday you were just putting up a fight to go. But you said,
But I
you
still
said something that it
respected you.
really, yeah, you did. And one thing that,
And
that,
what?
that, that I heard you and it hurt me was when you said, that is because I said you were being brought up in church faith before we even came. You're the first one that started there, and then because of you, all of us are going there now, including Marcy and her family and all of that. But you said, "Mom, that's your church,
Not
not
mine.
mine." You didn't feel like you belong.
It was your home church.
Yeah.
But I realized that's not my home either. This isn't my home.
Yeah.
That's not my home. Marcy's house isn't my home. Our old house isn't our home. And our future house, I don't know. But I know that if I have a stable home in God, I'm good. I'm set.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like,
this is not where you belong.
No.
We're not from here,
you
remember?
Know, oh my, it just clicked again. Oh my, it's just new information. Life, death, and heaven is the destination. And life is a journey.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter about the destination. It's all about the journey. I heard that so many times. It's never about the destination. It's always about the journey. Every time me and my dad would go on road trips, it wasn't even about the same place we would see. It was the 6-hour car ride we would take there of doing the dumbest things. And I'd fall asleep most of the time, but it was the journey that counted.
Yeah. And those are the memories you remember from your dad.
And I'm gonna enjoy this journey, and I'm gonna embrace every heartache. I'm gonna embrace every trouble, every triumph. I'm gonna embrace every disappointment, every loss, and I'm not gonna take it as a loss. I'm gonna take it as a lesson.
There you go.
Because there's two ways you could take it in life: as a lesson or as a loss. And there's only winning and learning. And I'm gonna take the whole life that way because I'm tired of. That's why I get so angry at seeing people live in the same mindset. And I realize I need to change myself and be the example. Because that's why I'm gonna get it started. I'm gonna start with me. And then I'm gonna reach out to other people. People always tell me, you should be a motivational speaker, you should be this, you should be that. And I'm
can you imagine, like, I don't know. I don't know what God has for you, but I know His great plans. His plans are greater than the ones you have, the ones I think that I have for you, But of course, I want the best for you. I want the best for you, like always. But can you imagine how much more
I'd be used with
God has for you, and how much more He can do through you if you allow God in your heart and allow him and surrender to him and allow him to mold you into his image, into the person he created you to be, can you imagine what you can do for the kingdom of God? For those teens that had also been hurt and pushed away and disappointed, and
I
and
feel it's
they had
always
the same struggles as you do, and you with coaching from adult leaders that see the potential, that can see and then pray about it and understand that God has a calling for your life, like I always told you. Can you imagine the things that God can do through you? Oh my gosh, I'm excited. I'm excited for
I've
you.
never, you know what I also noticed? I've never feared the future. I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the plans and the growing up I'm not afraid to grow up. There's people who are like, I want to be 21 forever, you know? I'm excited to grow. I'm excited to learn. I'm excited to experience and achieve and to deal with every bad thing that comes with it. You can't, they say that you need to experience the bad to know what's good.
Hmm. Like with me, I went through bad time in my life.
You went through the
But if
fire
I went through the fire, oh
to
yeah,
enjoy it
I wouldn't appreciate
where you are now.
what I am now, what I have now, and the family that I have now. I love my children the way I love you guys. If I didn't go through what I went through,
But you strive to be better.
but of course, and that's our
That's
goal.
all you can do.
That's our goal, our daily goal. And then when you realize that you want to strive to be a better person as a Christian and to be just to allow God to direct your steps, man, life is gonna be even greater. And I see it and the glow in you that you're ready.
See, the people, like I heard so many people like, oh man, I've heard it so many times, like, Faith, you got something special. Like, people have always told me, I've heard it so many times, I feel like I could trust you with anything. I feel like I could tell you anything. I've known you for, people who I've known for a day, who are like, man, I feel like I tell you my whole life story. I can tell you all my troubles, and you can give me the best advice. And I'm like, sit down, let's talk.
You can listen to
Yeah.
too. It makes you
Like,
special.
I listen. I like listening. I'm not saying I love learning new information. I love hearing what others have to say because it makes me think. And then it makes me think, okay, I like hearing people's inputs. Like, if anyone sees me with a bad attitude, tell me. You'd be like, oh, Faith, you're being a little rude. Oh, let me take a step back. Let me realize it. I'm gonna apologize and I'm gonna fix it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm rude. Oh, too bad, so sad. You know?
Is that how you feel right now about Julie? Like when you said,
I feel she's been told. Don't get me wrong. I feel like someone's told her she was being rude. But they say you can't change people who don't want to be changed.
yeah.
Is she striving to be the
I
best?
remember when we had a Bible study one time,
I
and
remember you told me how like she feels about herself and
no, like
everything.
how she said, like she had a bad attitude all day, and then she went to work, and her coworker told her she had a bad attitude. She's at home, her family tells her she got a bad attitude. My kids tell me I have a bad attitude.
Do
My
you think
husband
you'd
tells
want
me,
to change it?
yeah, and then I go, okay, I see it because I've seen it. But that, like again, we're not
You're
there to judge.
blinded to what you don't want to see.
Yeah.
That's what they call selective hearing. It's also selective seeing. You
But
hear what you want to hear and you see what you want to see.
and that's not us for us to judge or to change.
I don't judge her.
Yeah, I know you don't. You told me that we talked about this before, but I think someone needs to step up, and this is exactly where I'm at today. When I talk to my husband and say, before
But
we
I
go back to
want her
church,
to get the uttermost respect with it. Not anyone to bring her down. Because no one has a right to bring anyone down. Not say you're being rude. Your attitude has caused others to feel unwanted, made others feel not loved, made others not want to come back.
I remember
So
you telling
maybe
me that you
I
felt
want
ashamed
you.
at one
I
point.
felt, yeah. Like, at one point, I felt ashamed to be who I was. Because I've always been the loud one. I've always been the one who's been in trouble. I've always been the one who's experienced what I've experienced. And when I would talk about it, they'd be like, ooh, like, ooh, you did that, you did this. And I felt disgusting. I felt ashamed. I felt unwanted. I unloved. And I hated that place. Because of the way people have made me feel. Monique, Terry, Rosalie, at one point, I hated her too, because of the way she came at me.
Yeah.
Michelle at one point, but I've squashed that. I forgive Michelle because I know her heart is right. You can see people's intentions. They may have done wrong in the past, but you feel it. As soon as I sat down in that table with Michelle and I had that talk, I knew she loved me. I knew that she wanted the best for me. And that's when I learned I need to accept Michelle and I need to build a relationship for me. In order for me to move forward with that woman, and for me, I need a relationship with her. You know why? Because that woman has so much wisdom that she probably doesn't even know she has. She has so much, and no one's told her. No one probably has told her how much they appreciate her. I appreciate her. I never told her. I don't think I've ever thanked her enough. She's put up with me so many times.
Yeah.
I know I've got a bad attitude. I know I've been rude. I know I've been a little brat. Don't get me wrong. I saw Peter throw a little temper tantrum today because he didn't want to go to class. And I was like, never seen Tina throw a tantrum besides me. But I did it in my own room.
Yeah.
But then again, someone needs to tell her she's wanted to. Someone needs to tell her. People need to be reminded that they're loved. People need to be reminded that they're wanted. People need to be reminded that they're respected, that they're inspiring. Michelle is wanted. Michelle has wisdom that needs to be shared. Michelle's input matters. And I feel like God can use her so much more than she thinks she can be used. Don't get me wrong. Tim, he's a good guy. Don't get me wrong. I mean, his preaching could use a little help. But that's just because, I don't know. I like the whole what's hold on, like machismo? That's just me. I don't know. But I feel Michelle can reach a lot of women.
And she has learned so much, and she has taught me a lot. But just watching the way she conducts herself,
she strives. She conducts herself as she should, because she chooses to.
Because she wants to honor God with her life.
Exactly. But you see, she's a person who strives to be better. Those are the people that I like. And those are the people that I want in my life. So I'm gonna work on having a relationship with Michelle.
That's wonderful, man. That's good.
And I also want to let her know that first I want to apologize for anything that I've ever done, whether it be anything.
Yeah.
And I want her to let me know what she's seen me do throughout the years that I can use now to help me become the best version of myself.
Mm-hmm.
And a little extra.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be content, but never satisfied.
But you always want to strive for more, like you said.
Yeah.
Become better every day. And that should be our goal. And see, that was my prayer when I was in here during this pandemic. And, we have our prayers and my time alone with God. We know when the enemy will remind me of the past, things that I had with Julie. I will pray for her and I will ask God, Lord, help her. Help her heal whatever.
Mad. I'm not mad about it.
But I ask God, I pray that none of us go back being the same. This pandemic should change all of us and want us to come back. When we come back full on love and respect.
And then too, Mom, is you raised me to be the best me that I can be. From you, I have the mindset I have now. Because of you. You told me you were the seed. I'm going to be the tree now. You see the way you were raised?
Yeah.
But you strive to be better. So you were the black sheep. You were not meant to fit in because you are extraordinary. And now your kids, we're going to be cool as hell.
Oh, heck yeah. We're going to make a dent in the enemies.
He's going to be like, where's all my demons?
I need back. Mayday. We need back up.
We got
some soldiers up in here. I'm gonna lose my mind up in here.
I was thinking another song. Oh yeah, music makes you lose control. That's it. I don't know. I was like, go, that was in my head.
I wanna see.
You see,
and I know I'm gonna see that fire when I see it, I'm going to rejoice and dance and cry and just praise my Lord and Savior, because I dream of the day when I will see you with your hands up there and worshiping, being a leader, a worship singer, just giving your best and watch
I
God
got
work.
talent. What you mean?
I
I'll be
know you do.
amazing.
I know you do. I already told you I claimed my spot for you a long time
But I
ago.
just I needed to believe it myself.
Yeah. That healing needed to happen, and I think during this pandemic, there's a lot of good
A
things that
lot of
has
people are
happened.
like, "Oh, I hate this pandemic. Da, 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 this pandemic." I'm like, this has been the best experience of my life. Like, I get it. Everything that's happening in the world sucks, you know?
It was needed.
But it was needed.
It's
They
needed.
say when you're in complete isolation, that's when you do your most soul searching.
You really have to look at yourself and realize, oh my God,
I need to get myself together. I'm a mess.
I don't like what I see, and and that's the thing. One of the things that God has done in your life, and I've
You know
seen
those
it.
puzzles? Like, if you put up, like, you take a puzzle apart, and you put it back together, and that one piece just doesn't fit, and you just, like, shove it in. You know it doesn't fit there, but you're like, make it work, and then it just stays together, but it's all like torcido. It works, though. It's together, but it's all screwed up. I felt like that for a couple years of my life.
For a long time,
But God goes, restart. And I'm like, you want me to start again?
huh?
And this time he's like, all right, let me help you with the puzzle. And I'm like, all right, we're going to do it right this time. And now this puzzle is just
Coming together, huh?
scattered all over the table. About to be put together in the correct way
Yeah.
with instructions. Because
I
I feel like it's like a one color type of puzzle. Like a white, it's just like a plain white puzzle. And God goes, let me number them for you so you put them in the correct order. I'm like, you know, like, you can't figure out a one colored puzzle. You just kind of like cram the pieces together and make it work.
Oh my God! Even get number for me, I still don't think I can
Just
get it
glue
together.
Nah, perfecto. Hang it up and stuff. Nice. Put some glitter on it, make it all pretty. Just like getting someone who smells, put some perfume on it. Like, hi, it works now. It's like, no, it don't. Ponte más, que está bien. Déjalo así.
Take a shower. But taking a shower instead. Okay, so we're ready to have this conversation with our new leaders now, right? Because I think they're ready. She wants to. The talks of having Michelle was like they want to lead the church. They lead the church. Yes, they do. Of course, they need all of us, and they want their main. I think one of the main goals is to move the church forward, make this church work in a different way. She's tired also of being and seeing the same thing over and over again throughout the years with no change. They want change. We need change in order to move forward and watch this church grow.
I be a big part of that change too.
I pray that you will, and I
You
know
know,
you
I'm
will.
claiming this one. I will be a part of that big change.
Thank you,
I
Jesus.
feel like I'd be one of those teenagers to move the other teens.
That's
Not
right.
only the teens,
You were
but
a
the
leader.
adults. I have all the qualities of a leader.
Yes,
People
you
have
do.
always told me, my officers, my teachers, my da-da-da, people that are like,
Yo,
hey,
mama, girl.
exactly. My mom, everything. You know, I've had an OG on my side the whole time. I didn't realize.
I see that.
I got two OGs. You ain't got it.
No.
But literally the original OG. Like, don't be playing. The original one. Like, right there. Oh, God, biggest props.
I love this conversation with you, my daughter.
Because I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
And
you're really,
you know what I realized
you're really
too?
opening up and allowing yourself
This
to
is the
be
first
vulnerable.
time I haven't thought of any cuss words in my head.
It's wonderful.
Like this, like every time I go in Alethia's car, put on Christian music, and I'm like, never knew that Christian had rap. Like I heard that one song, it was a 50 Cent song, and I'm ready for it to about to drop, and I knew all the lyrics, and I was like, this is a holy song, but to a Snoop Dogg, okay. Like there was like Snoop Dogg next episode background music, and this guy's like rapping about God. I was like,
oh, you gotta tell her what you listen
Jesus
to.
freak, like hallelujah. I was like, man, I want to go to black church, get all crazy and stuff.
You wanna wear a big hat?
Yes.
Oh,
I think I just want to be called Sugar by a big black lady.